Developer Twitter, a place where the brightest of the computer science field come together to inspire software engineers looking to get a little bit of a taste of that juicy fan culture. Today, we're going to be looking at the cream of the crop of cringe in the developer community, Developer Twitter. I'm going to be reading through some tweets that I've personally found quite amusing. But before I begin, I'd like to say no hate towards these guys. I just find this stuff kind of funny. Okay, the first person we have here is a fella named Danny Thompson, or as I like to call him, Daddy Danny. He's a pretty big name in the developer Twitter community with over 50,000 followers. Now, I don't want to be too harsh on this guy, because he is one of my 25 followers on Twitter, and if he were to unfollow me, I'd pretty much lose all of my clout. His account is just a goldmine of inspirational developer tweets, so let's take a look at some of them. Alright, so here we have a meme. Code, don't do what I told you to do what I need you to do. Me yelling at my computer because my code isn't doing what I want it to. My code doing exactly what it was programmed to do. Now, if you couldn't tell, I almost just died because of how funny that was. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. One thing you should know is that under almost every one of his tweets, he says, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But hey, you gotta respect the YouTube grind. Alright, let's move on to the next one from this guy. 3:40 a.m. and I woke up with an idea. Not saying he's lying, but okay. Don't you just love it when you wake up with a solution to a hard problem in your code? Literally just happened. While the world around me sleeps, I'm working on my goals. You don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. Just prioritize you. Okay, Mr. Thompson. Maybe you do work on your goals while the world around you sleeps, but while you're sleeping, the world around you works on their goals. So, this analogy doesn't even make any sense. Let's see what he's working on. JavaScript, 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 JavaScript. Maybe React or something, maybe TypeScript. Figures. One thing you should know about these dev guys on Twitter is that they absolutely worship JavaScript. Go up to any one of them, they just say a programming language that isn't JavaScript, and they'll probably think you're speaking Latin or something. Not that I'm against JavaScript, it's just that they kind of think that's what encompasses the entire world of software engineering. Okay, one more from Daddy Danny. Literally gave away like 9 Udemy courses on the live stream. Haha, it wasn't the intention, but I wanted to keep the positive vibes going and was enjoying it. If you aren't hanging out on my live streams, you are missing out. We went from gaming to talking about jobs in tech. Wow, Danny, you're so generous. Then, casually plugs the YouTube. Literally spent $140 in courses in 5 minutes. Lol. Say what? Was fun though. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Mr. 64,000 follower Florin Pop says, today I put water and dish soap in my blender and turned it on. Can we call that automation? Haha. No. The amount of emojis this guy uses just makes my skin crawl. Some of these guys post like 20 tweets an hour. It makes you wonder if they're actually programming or if they're just sitting on Twitter all day. Completely new to coding, I challenge you to create a simple one-page website in HTML and CSS before 2021. 100% achievable and will ignite a passion and confidence in yourself. Hashtag code newbie, hashtag 100 days of code. Okay, maybe learning HTML and CSS would be useful for someone wanting to become a web developer, but it's not coding. Building on what I said earlier, all of these guys only know web dev. They can't begin to comprehend anything that's not on the tip of the iceberg. Yes, I know the language is just the tool, but it's leading to people believing that web dev is what programming really is. Reminder, if you want to learn to code, you have to write lots of code. Watching videos on their own just won't cut it. Yeah, no shit. these guys are kind of creating this stigma that makes it seem like becoming a software developer can be no harder than cooking a piece of toast. And that in order to become a developer, all you got to do is follow one Python tutorial, and any FAANG company is going to be like that annoying girlfriend that just won't leave you alone. Well, that's where I'm going to leave it off. Check out some of these guys on Twitter if you really want to get a taste for what it's like. And with that, thanks for watching.